started this year. So basically, I was really lonely in one of our classes that we had together, and I didn't know anybody else. So I saw Chunky, and I was like, oh,
Oh.
random kid I know from before. And at this time, I thought she was really weird.
Like, at this time, let me just cut in. At this time, we knew of each other, but, we just never talked.
Yeah, we knew.
We, sat near each other.
We knew each other
during
existed,
lunch. We sat in table groups near each other.
But we didn't actually, know that we were...
Yeah, we never talked to each other.
We didn't actually know that we knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
And so, see it from my perspective. Random girl who sits behind me just goes, oh, hi, I think I've seen you before.
Okay.
Do you want to be my partner for this project?
And in my perspective, random girl from table group next to me, I've met her, right? And I'd seen her before, and so I knew, oh, that's that weirdo from the weirdo table group. Don't ask me why I thought that. I don't know. I'm sorry, okay? I really actually didn't know her, so at first I thought she was just like a weirdo. I saw her, and I'm like, oh, there's that odd person from the table group. Whatever.
Oh.
I'll talk to her, I know her, and I don't have anybody else to talk to, so
yeah, and
I
we
guess
had to
I
have,
talk to
we were
her.
doing, a partner project, so, we both needed partners, and I don't really have any friends, so.
So anyways, I introduced myself to that kid Junkie from, the other table group. They're like,
And then I was like, oh, yeah, you're Birdie, right?
Mm-hmm. Why are we struggling so hard on this? So anyways, we kind of introduce ourselves. We kind of say, hey.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Yeah, and then we just, decided to partner together because, we knew each other and stuff. So we decided, because it was a partner project, we had to have partners.
Yeah.
And you see, the project was that we had to make a kite. So you see, that's the entire origin of our friendship, is a kite.
So.
But you want to know what this kite was called? It was called Turd Kite. No, it's not the kind of turd that you'd think of. It's actually a combination of a bird and a turtle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Basically, the very first joke we ever had was that we were, she was what's it called? Hi. She was a doctor? A surgeon. She was a surgeon, and I was a surgeon in training. And the reason I was in training was so I could get more money to buy a bigger brain. So the whole skit was I'm dumb.
Yeah.
And she was the main surgeon. And so eventually, we're doing this, we're cutting up,
okay.
We drew
because
up.
It was made out of trash bags.
Mm-hmm. So we, drew lines, as to where we had to cut. And I look over, and I just see the scissors going right over where the wing lines out. They go directly through the middle. And I'm like, I think you just cut the wing off. And then she goes, oh, no.
And then that incident happened, and I got banned from scissors, too.
Yeah, I didn't want her to use the scissors. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna cut out the rest of the kite.
But you see, the thing is, I wouldn't let her cut out the rest of the kite, because I knew our kite wouldn't fly evenly. Because I knew that thing about aerospace, okay? So, I knew our kite wouldn't fly evenly. So I'm like, just let me do it. She's like, okay, whatever. So then I cut the other wing off.
No, you didn't. No.
I did. I cut the other wing off.
No, let me say. No, you didn't. You're saying it wrong. Because, no. So since you cut the first wing off, you're like, okay, let's just tape this back on, and then to even it out, we'll just add tape onto the other wing. You didn't cut the other one off. You just added tape.
Oh, did I?
You just added unnecessary amounts of tape to it to, even out the tape.
Also, did we
to even out the weight.
Did we forget to mention that we had a limited amount of supplies, too?
Yeah, we had a really limited amount of things. So we used a lot of tape on just fixing up the wings and trying to even out the, weight, because we thought that would affect how it would fly. And
we were right.
It didn't fly, though. It just, it flew for, a millisecond, then just immediately hit the ground, unfortunately.
And then they gave me safety glasses because I'm such an idiot. And they gave me safety glasses.
Yeah.
And Chunky had her glasses on. So
yeah, because I need glasses to see.
Yeah.
She also does, but
yeah.
not to that extent.
So they gave me safety glasses because I wasn't wearing my glasses that day. Because nobody knew I wore glasses at that point. Because But,
Yeah.
anyways, we get out there and I have these safety glasses on. And for some reason, I decided to put the safety glasses on upside down for some random reason.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
had them on, and I looked down, and it looked like if I were in Minecraft and was one blocking up, but in real life. So I literally looked like I was surrounded by a cliff. And so I'm like, Chunky. And she's like, what? I'm like, I'm stuck on a cliff. And she's like, what the frick?
Yeah, because, like, in my perspective, she's literally just standing on, like, the flat ground. I'm like, what are you on about?
There you go again. What are you on about?
Hey, that's just...
I was teasing her. Anyway.
And,
that's
like,
another one of the things.
so, yeah, that's just how our friendship amazingly blossomed. We never really...
Oh, we need to talk about,
What about the drones?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We need to talk about the drone.
Okay, so
incident.
in the exact same class, there was also a drone project. So we were both... Oh, no, wait, yeah. We both decided to be together
With one of
our other...
we got assigned with.
Oh, yeah, we
another
did. We got
kid.
assigned together with another one
Yeah.
of our classmates.
Anyways, we're starting this drone incident.
Okay, so...
Didn't Zoop throw it up and it started flying?
Oh, yeah, so Vu was being really stupid.
I was sitting at
And
a
he-
desk in this incident, so.
Yeah, so there was, like, a desk that we had to, like, land the drone on, right? Because it was a really tiny drone.
Because
you
we
know?
were practicing still.
Yeah, it's just like, he thinks it's a good idea. Because, you see, we were specifically told not to throw the drone.
No, we weren't. We were just told not to crash them.
No, we were told not to throw them because they
Oh,
would
yeah, we
fly and it
did.
would, like, cut
No,
our fingers.
They didn't say
No,
they would fly.
they did.
He said,
No, he
we
just
couldn't
said that
do
we
it
couldn't
because
throw
they're
it.
expensive, and it would
Like,
break them,
Yeah,
and possibly hurt our finger.
yeah. So, this
Not to turn it
genius
on our
over
hand.
here. So this
That's what it was, not to turn it on the hand.
Oh yeah. So this genius over here thinks it's a good idea to just like slightly like pop it off of his hand, like, you know, like just
And throw the drone.
throw it in the air a little bit, and it starts flying, and he ducks because it starts flying towards him, because nobody has like
The
the
remote on. The
The
remote is
remote.
off.
yeah, the remote is off, and so we're just over here like, why would you do that? And so he like backs away because it almost flew into it. And
And then I'm sitting behind him on the desk, right?
yeah, and the drone like starts flying, and I grab the
Remote to try to stop
because
it.
I'm just like, okay, let's get this thing to turn
And
off,
the drone-
and it flies towards her, like I'm trying to steal
I
it.
was sitting on this like
I'm
desk.
not very good at steering
I wasn't
drones.
But I'm sitting on this desk, right? And it's like it's a classroom desk, and they're stacked side by side, so it's two desks together.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on this desk, and the drone probably gets like 5 feet away from me, and I'm about to duck, you know? And then it just goes whoop, and lands.
Yeah, it lands like because I'm just
Because
such
it
an
hit
amazing.
the desk, and then it landed.
Oh yeah, no, it hit the desk and then it turned off again. And another friendship story is like 5 minutes ago actually. No, 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes ago. Like you see we were playing on this like new survival world we made. It's
We're
like
posting it later. Okay.
a little series that we're starting to make on a new survival world. And so you see we were playing on it, right? And we're just trying to get like progress done, you know. I had like 25 coal, and she needed to like cook some dried kelp because it's like a thing our characters
You
do.
have to watch the- you
Yeah,
have to watch
you'll know once it's posted. But like she had to cook some kelp, right? So I give her coal, right? So then we're walking back to the house. I give her the coal, you know. Then we get into the house, and I'm like, oh hey, I should probably you know, because she had some coal in the stove. So she had kelp in the stove, and I was like, oh yeah, I should probably grab the coal that I got so I could give it to her. And I'm like, oh, I guess I put it away because it's not in my inventory. And so I keep on like looking, and I'm like, well, where is it? It's not in any of the chests. So I keep on looking in the chest, and I'm like,
Okay, I gotta stop you here. You gotta hear it from my perspective.
no. And I'm like, so where did I put the coal?
Yeah, and you say
'Cause
that.
I was like, where did I put the coal? And then Birdie turns to me. You can go from here.
Okay, so I turned to Chunky, but before we tell you, I mean, it's not funny unless you understand what was happening. So I went out to actually go talk to her because I'm like, hey, Chunky, I need the coal now. And she's like, oh, Okay, so she gives me the coal.
Yeah.
Okay, so she passes me the coal like any normal Minecraft thing. And then she starts walking back to the house. And I'm like, what is she going to the house for? You know, so I follow her back, you know, and I'm watching her go from barrel to barrel to barrel to barrel to barrel to barrel to barrel. And I'm like, what's happening? And she's like, and I see her going to one of the barrels, and then she goes, where is the freaking coal? And I'm like, Chunky. And she's like, what? I'm like, you idiot, I have it in my inventory. And she's like,
And I was just like, oh.
yeah. And then she leaves. And I'm like, so like, why were you coming in? And she's like, I don't know. And she's like, oh, I got my pickaxe. Which is the whole reason I went home.
Yeah, because I needed a pickaxe. And then, so as I was looking for a pickaxe, I go into, like, the stove again. And then I see that there's, what's it called? Kelp in the stove. And I'm like, oh, well, she didn't put the coal. I, like, remember giving her the coal, but, like, I don't remember, like...
And then a few minutes later,
No, because I thought she put it in. So I was like, I look in the stove and I'm like, oh, there's no coal, like, to cook it. So, you know,
Where'd
I
the
might
coal
as well.
go?
So I'm just like, oh, well, I mean, I must have forgotten to give it to her. So, yeah. No, let me say that
So
again.
she starts looking
No.
again.
Let me say it again. So, like, so I go into the stove and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and, like, act like I'm gonna steal it. And then I'm like, oh, wait, there's no, like, coal in here. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot to give it to her. I said I was gonna give it to her. So then I, like, look in my inventory, like, oh, wait, I don't have the coal. And then I keep on, and then I go back to the barrels and keep on looking for them again.
Well, the stupid thing is, she didn't even go to the barrel. She was in her inventory, and I didn't know what she was doing, so I'm just, like, sitting there.
Yeah, and then I
she's
go
still
into,
in the
like, a
stove, And
backpack.
so she's like, where's the coal? And I'm
No, I didn't even say where's the coal that time.
Yeah, you did.
I was like, no, I did. I was
Yeah,
like,
you did. You're like, where's the coal? And I'm like,
no, I was
is
like,
that
what
it?
did I do with it?
Yeah, I was laughing at you, and then I'm like,
I was
was
like,
that
what
a
I-
genuine question? You're like, yeah, it was a genuine question. I'm like, it's in my inventory. And she's like, still? I'm like, yes, I didn't put it in the stove.
Yeah, because I thought she put it in the oven, and for some reason, since I didn't see it in the oven, I thought that I just forgot to give it to her.
So now we
I
have a new,
searched
so
for
now we
it
have a new-
twice.
So now we have a new motto. You know, in Finding Nemo, when they're talking about Dory, and she's like, hi, I'm Dory, and I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Yeah, so now my new line is just like, hi, I'm Chunky, and I suffer from short-term memory loss. Like, it was probably like the first few days after I found gunpowder, right? So we're doing this entire bit where it's like I'm running away, okay? And she's out looking for me, and then eventually, like, she gets lost, and I'm trying to help her get back home, right? And so I get on top of a tree because it's nighttime and a whole bunch of monsters are coming at me, right? And so for some dumb reason, I decided to teleport her to me on top of the tree, and I was like, haha, now you have to be out here with me.
But the thing is, she didn't tell me she was teleporting.
Yeah, so she didn't know. And then, so I was just like, haha, you're here now. And then, like, she like, accidentally bumps into me, and I almost fall off the tree. I'm like, oh, you almost pushed me off the tree, be careful. And then she walks directly into me, pushing both me, since I was on my horse, pushing both me and Gunpowder off the tree. And so eventually I'm like running, and then I get stuck in the trees, like in between the trees, and I'm like, okay, I have to leave Gunpowder or I'm gonna die. So I'm like running, and then I eventually die. And it's like we don't know where we were, so we had to go on like an entire search party to look for my horse. And I'm just so mad at her. Ever
Still
since.
blames me for that incident today.
Yeah, it's not that I blame you, it's that you did it.
Yeah, I
You
did.
literally pushed me off a tree.
In my defense,
In your defense,
you
okay.
teleported me. I'm like, where are you? So you re-teleported me.
No, I didn't.
Well, something happened, and I thought I saw the edge of the tree, but I think it was on a taller branch. So I tried
Yeah.
to walk back. So like, you know when you like go to fall off like an edge and you like move your thing backwards so you don't walk into it?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I did.
No,
And
you
I
moved
went, like,
forward though.
I know, but I like got myself and I'm like, oh, I'm okay. So I went to take a step forward and you walked in front of me. So I pushed you off the tree.
I was in. No, it's because she already pushed me off of like the little block up that we were on. So I was like, oh, well, I have to get back up there with her. And then she pushes me. I was like, okay, stop, you almost pushed me. And so then I get back up. and she pushes me off completely.
But since I also couldn't see, so.
In my defense, you're. So, and then another story.
So my mom comes in there offering her dinner because she didn't
Yeah.
eat dinner.
So no. So I'm vegetarian. Just gonna say that, okay? So her mom walks in to offer me dinner, and she goes, "Go ahead."
Okay, so she comes in and she's like, guys, did you eat? And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, did Chunky? And I'm like, Chunky didn't respond, right? And so, like, Chunky, do you want something to eat? Do you want something to eat?
And I was
she's
like, no.
She's like, no. I'm like, and she's like, are you sure? We've got hot dogs, hamburgers.
She listed like everything to me, and then Birdie's just like,
And I'm like, Mama. She's like, what? Like, Chunky's vegetarian. And she's like,
her mom's like, oh.
Mom's like, oh, well, I mean, she doesn't have to eat some of those favorite things. I'm like, I have a good one. I have a good story.
Go.
So we were talking about how we pronounce the word ant because we pronounce it funny, but we're both American. I'm just gonna state that we're both American, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Anyway, so we're sitting there and we're discussing saying aunt, right? And so I'm like, oh yeah, most Americans say aunt. And she's like, no, most Americans. I'm like, Americans say aunt. And she's like, well, obviously not. We're not American.
Yeah, and you see what I meant to say was we're American, which means like we say aunt, so it's like, but I accidentally like, we're not American.
And I stop and I start laughing. She starts laughing, and I'm like, we're not? Well, how are we then? Are we British?
Which I mean, I am like 1% British.
That's fair, me too.
Yeah, technically.
Technically we are, but...
Okay. So, we have this friend, we'll call her Elika, okay? And so, like, before I came over to Birdie's house, we were, all hanging out at, like, our school.
And Taco Bell. And
we went to Taco Bell and, Dunkin'. And anyways, so, but before this, me, Elika and, what's his name? Ak. Were all, like, hanging out before, like, without Birdie. So, like, we were all hanging out. And, so Elika got we went to Starbucks. Elika got a venti Starbucks pink drink. Okay, and, Ak is pulling Elika on his, e-bike because she doesn't have one. And she's really slow, so he was, like, pulling her. And, and she didn't even I took like 5 sips out of it because I wanted it. Because I wanted to like taste test it because I've never had one before. And she took like 1 sip out of it before we like left, Starbucks. And on the way back to the park, the entire full venti drink spills. Like literally just falls out of the cup holder that Ak had on his bike and splats on the ground. And so she's like always really mad about it. So our joke is like we always bring it up just to make her mad. And so eventually Birdie's got up to it because I told her. And
okay, so we went to Dunkin' and the Taco Bell today. I don't even know. Oh, cause then after that they made me go to Dollar Tree for some reason. But we went to Dollar Tree, right? And we get there, and we I pick up my matcha because I bought a matcha at Dunkin'. Cause that's the whole reason I went to Dunkin' is to get a matcha. So. I went to Dunkin', right? And I got my matcha, and I tried to put it in Chunky's basket on her bike.
Yeah, I don't know why. Listen, okay, the basket has holes everywhere. So for some reason, she decides to set it right on top of one of the holes. It falls through and like catches on the lid. We're lucky it didn't open. Oh, you were just drinking something? So anyways.
I have a good story about today in Starbucks.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, so anyways, we get to like Dollar Tree. We get to Dollar Tree. Okay, so we get to Dollar Tree, right? And we're with Ox and Nico, right? So we're there, and I finished my matcha. I was drinking it in Dollar Tree. Drinking it in Dollar Tree with friends, and my friend went to Dunkin', and Ox went to Dunkin', and he got a water. We got a free water after that, though, because he asked for a water, and they gave him a free water.
Well, yeah, you're not supposed to pay for
Yes,
water.
you are.
Why would you pay for water? It's water. When have you paid for water?
Grocery store, generally any shop you go to, they ask you to pay for water.
Well, like,
Anyways, so basically we do that, right? and so he gets this free water, big free water, like large free water.
Yeah.
And we go into Dollar Tree, and I finish mine and throw mine away, just normally. And I'm like, here, Ox, here, and Elika, do you want this gift? Because I'm like, I finished
she doesn't want to
drink.
throw it away.
I
She
didn't
she
wanna
doesn't
throw it
like
away.
throwing away her own trash, so
Yeah,
she just
so,
like gives it to other
Just
people,
for fun, like just
acting like she's actually giving them a ship.
Yeah, I
like
do.
no,
Like
like she's giving them a sip. and and then Ox remembers that he actually had his water and he left it inside of the Dollar Tree.
Like at first he walks in, he to do it. I don't even know where he set it down.
Yeah, like I don't. Where would he set it down?
But anyways, that happens, right? And so I give it to him. He's like, I don't want your trash so much. So I go and throw it away. But as I'm leaving to go throw it away, I hear Ox go, wait, what happened to my water anyway? And so they sit there for like 5 minutes trying to find what happened to his water.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, I left it in there," and then I chime in, or Birdie, I don't remember who said it, but like one of us goes, "Well, at least you didn't spill."
That was you, I think.
Oh yeah, so I was just like, "Well, at least you didn't spill an entire venti pink drink," and we all start laughing, and Elika gives me like the most annoyed stare ever. And it was so funny.
She goes, Chunky goes, do you remember the pink drink incident? And I'm like, hey, at least this one didn't spill like the pink drink. And she just gives us like stupid, she's like, I hate you. Like it was one of those glares, but it was quite funny.
So that's all for story time with Birdie and Chunky. We should do like a story time like a few times.
We should.
Like, no, that's not what I mean.